as a fellow black person, right? I'm gonna say this: telling black people that racism don't exist is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
How did you get
That's
that
like
from that
saying
man?
humans are tribalistic.
Nobody said that.
And
But how
different
did you get
tribes.
Let them land. Let them
Guys,
land.
let them go.
So when we look at certain type of Native American tribes, right? They would say, "Oh, that's the tribe over there with four feathers in the hair. We got three. That's the way I identify you're different than me. You come from a different place." Bam, they have the opposition. These are human type of things that happen. Racism, tribalism is a human thing. Murder, stealing, backstabbing, wars are a human thing. When somebody say, solve these things, let's solve murders, let's not be murder people across the whole planet. That means that that would maybe take tens of thousands of years to accomplish because we will have to evolve ourselves to that level of evolution, and we're not there yet. So telling the humans to say, hey, telling one group to say, hey, stop being fucking racist. Yeah, you can try to minimize it. We try to reduce it, but this completely 100% solving it is not going to happen. Everybody,
that idea.
no, wait. Yeah,
Hold on, we're just getting clarification. Nathan, who said that racism doesn't exist? Just trying to get some clarification.
yeah, they're trying to suggest that everything that black people see.
Who is they? Put a name on it, nigga. Put a name on it, nigga. Put a name on it, nigga.
Protagonist is saying that black y'all, when you say y'all, he's talking about the black community. That when you say the community say, hey, that's kind of racist, that's bullshit. Because different groups fight, even Europeans, when it comes to Russia and Ukraine, we see right now, they're just looks from my observation, they're the same group, same race. But they're killing each other, saying, Slavic Ukraine, oh, I'm Russian this. People are tribalistic, and it goes to the same way of race. I'm black, you're white. I'm black, you're Asian. You're Asian, you're white. It's the same shit. People are fighting and killing over, you're different than me. This shit is nothing new. It's going to keep
They're
happening.
actually not fighting over racism. Go on.
But people are killing each other, and they're thinking
different
like,
reasons.
no, I'm Ukrainian, I'm Russian. We can say the same thing on my
nationality. It's a nationality.
So here's the thing. When somebody say, hey, stop doing something, racism is going to keep existing. And everybody, protagonist is saying that the black community.
I never said that. I never said that.
Y'all, you said y'all trying to slick and said y'all. You talking about the black community, right?
When I said y'all, I was talking about black people here, but I never said racism doesn't exist.
You just admitted it.
I didn't admit the shit. You're an idiot if you think I admitted to what you just said. I never said racism doesn't exist. I never once said that.
Go ahead.
Stupid ass.
I thought I heard you say that,
You
bro.
already answered my question. And
I never said racism doesn't exist. What that means is that that's what y'all wanted to hear. Y'all so entrenched into racism that's what y'all wanted to hear. Y'all wanted to hear me say racism doesn't exist.
What did you say, bro? Repeat what you said.
stand on it,
Brother.
Yeah, repeat it so they can purposely misunderstand.
I'm not repeating shit. If they heard that, then that's what they heard. 90% of the stage know I didn't say that.
I don't know.
I heard him respond to my question, and when he responded to my
Okay, he said he ain't say it. Bro saying we ain't get it. Honestly, we don't give a fuck, man. The next person can go talk, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's it.
this is Ein. I'd like
My
to.
whole thing was, to me, it seemed like he was saying everybody should be innocent before being, given like a guilty sentence on it. That was his main point. My Total, what's going on? What do you got going on there?
This is Ein. I'd like to be put in the queue. Models, I'd like to be put in the queue after Totem.
All right. Well, all I'll say is this. I used to live in a place called Vancouver, Washington. Right now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this place. It's on the Columbia River. Right. Columbia River separates the state of Washington from the state of Oregon. Right. So Portland lands on one side, Vancouver, Washington's on the other side. Now, this is a high density of white Anglo in that area of the country. And when we see that amount and that density of white Anglo, when they party, it's a rambunctiousness about the way they.
I look like an aggressive guy!
अगर छप्पर होता तो भूत प्रेत नीचे उतर आते। उसने इतना बड़ा आकाश बना दिया कि उतरते उतरते भी उनको सदियां लग जाएंगी। कहाँ उतरेंगे? उतर ही नहीं सकते, अनंत काल लग जाएगा। इसलिए अब मुझे पढ़ने दो। बेटन का एक सवाल और, तो फिर मास्टर जी कहाँ से आए? जब भूत प्रेत उतर ही नहीं सकते तो मास्टर जी कहाँ से आए? ये बात मुझे जचती।
He's real passionate about that shit. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on, gang. You wait a minute. I've been hearing you talk about drugs. I don't got a problem with it. I'm just saying, bro. You've been pushing this narrative for a long time, man.
I'm just saying.
Cause I ain't gonna cap. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at, nigga. Hold on. It's 12 o'clock where I'm at, bro. I heard you said this shit around 6 a.m., gang. I ain't gonna cap.
Like the 5th time.
It's like the 10th time you done said this shit.
It could be true, but you said it 5 times in a row. We get it. Like
they also like
He gonna keep going. He gonna keep going. He don't even change paths. He just keep going.
We're gonna move on.
It's never clear. And they like that. They love that.
Gotta keep going here. I got unmute you, buddy. Remove you.
I set it down, man. He wasn't respecting you, bro.
Yeah. So anybody new here?
This is Ian.
Let's get some new people.
I'd like to actually.
Go ahead, Ian. Whatever.
So I'd like to say that America is not racist, and hypothetically there should be no racism before the law. And as a former speaker said, it would take us 10,000 years of evolution to remove tribalism, to remove racism from our consciousness, from our being. But I would just say that it takes education and knowledge and understanding of the Constitution and Declaration of Independence. That's it. If you read the Declaration of Independence, it should help you psychologically evolve to transcend above race consciousness, to transcend above race identity politics. Before the law in America, we are all equal before the law. And the love of the law, or basically what I'm saying is Clubhouse is a place where sycophants, it's a place where you can find retards. And so what I'm trying to say is that in Evanston, Illinois, federal attorney Boutros has declared that reparations is unconstitutional and anti-American. It's illegal before the law. But progressive liberal Democrats keep telling you over and over and over and over again that reparations is demanded, it's needed, it's justified. It's not. It's 2026. And so, please hold. So what I'm telling you is philosophically, you have to practice mindfulness. You have to be in the NOW. You cannot live in 1965. You cannot live in 1925. It's 2026. You have to transcend the racial identity politics, pick up a fucking book, go to the gym, and stop repeating yourselves with your racial identity politics spam. It's political spam and you know it. So stop it, evolve, progress, be real in 2026. This is Ayn Rand, and I am complete.
Before the next person go, man, I want y'all to. I see a lot of pink tickets in here, man. I need y'all to cash y'all shit in, man. Go follow. Go ahead and become a member of the President Trump House at the top, man. Make sure y'all show Matt some love, man. You feel me? This is his space, man. He do rooms like this all the time. You know, make sure y'all show some love. Go vote at the top, man. Can you swim 10 miles in the ocean? Niggas really want to know. It was actually a real question that was brought up earlier. So if you could swim 10 miles in the ocean, let us know. Y'all can proceed.
Yes, I can swim 10 miles. I would not want to swim 10 miles. Also, shout out to Matt. Also, fuck Trump. I mean, a lot of these niggas is pussy. Right? They don't want to understand. They don't want to understand logic. They want to think however they want to think.
That would be like swimming the English Channel.
Hey man, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. If I gotta fucking do it to stay alive, I gotta do it.
Could swim the English Channel. It's not many people can do that.
Do you know how to float?
Hey man, it's called staying alive. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things you can't do when it comes to staying alive.
That'd be like swimming the English Channel. I mean, it's just.
So you've never heard of somebody fighting a bear when they have to stay
I
alive?
think they want. How many?
There's a lot of things people say are. I've heard of people picking up fucking cars because their kid is under the car. There's a lot of things you can do when adrenaline hits you and you need to stay alive.
So let me ask you a question. Hey, if you're swimming in your swimming trunks, what's one thing you can do to stay alive? If you're out there in the ocean, you got your swimming trunks on, that's the only thing that you have, and you're swimming
take them off. You can take them off.
Well, that's crazy. Look, I'll take the trunks off. I don't really give a fuck. I'll take the trunks off, but you keep swimming, and also you know how to tread fucking water. Let's not act like I haven't heard of women or men picking up a car when their son or their daughter is under there. There's a lot of fucking things you can do when this shit hits you, bro. I've heard of motherfucking hikers that go up fucking mountains. It's not a tall tale because you can name multiple things. You can look this shit up. You can look this shit up. There's cops that have said they picked up fucking cars because somebody called them and their daughter or their child was under there.
I got it.
So it's not. So y'all making it.
Man, you don't hear that nigga talking, man? The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man?
We having the conversation.
Man, I don't give a fuck about your conversation, nigga. When you hear that nigga talking, shut the fuck up, nigga.
I don't know who the nigga is.
The nigga is mad, nigga. When you hear that nigga talking, shut the fuck
Oh, I'm
up.
not looking at my phone. My bad, man.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't know.
All good, brother. All good.
I really did. My bad, man.
You're good, man. You're good. Okay.
Can I go after you, Mary?
Yeah, no, I was coming to you. I want to get your voice in now. Go for it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so, people do things during times of high trauma and stress. Just FYI, I was a trauma therapist for many years. Some of the things that we are taking into consideration when we're asking this question about Kelly's 10 miles in the ocean, in the pool, easy. If that's what you do, if you've trained for that, easy to swim 10 miles in the ocean if you are an Olympic swimmer. Okay, we are talking about a kid who, if you can see, he was like about medium build, medium height. We're talking about the ocean. I don't know how many of you all swim in the ocean. Elements that matter when you're swimming in the ocean: location, buoyancy, tide, current, distance. All of these factors matter. Your adrenaline only pumps for so long. It's not gonna pump for what takes 10 miles in the ocean, especially if you get caught in a riptide, right? And that may have been what happened. He may have been caught in a riptide. Now what happens when a riptide comes in the ocean, it's gonna pull you over if you try to swim for shore, right? It's gonna pull you under. You can laugh if you want to.
No, I'm laughing at just the sight of one of these Negroes trying to swim the English Channel.
Baby!
Right, but adrenaline hits you. If you're trying to stay alive, you're trying to stay alive. Let's not act like there's not people that try to stay alive and stay alive.
Let me land love. So what happens with, because somebody might need this information, right? So what happens with a riptide, you'll see it coming in as much as you can until you either get out of the riptide or you can get to the shore, right? Otherwise you will drown. I have swam in the caves of Tulum, right? And I used to swim like every day. I needed to have this Marine have me get on his back and swim in that. It might have been like 2 miles, 2 or 3 miles is the where that cave was, the way that we went in that cave to get in and get out. And when I tell you a mile in, and when we turned the corner and hit that current going out, I could usually swim pretty fast, but it was like I was not moving at all.
Did you let the Marine get a mile in?
He was fine.
Did he have some buoyancy?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I made this offer earlier in the room. I don't know if he was in the room earlier.
Yeah, so just consider those things. Go ahead.
But I made this offer earlier. I had said if anybody in the room wants to go to your nearest ocean and swim 10 miles and record it, I got $100 for you.
I just want to say to the guy that stated that attempting a 10-mile ocean
$100, that's it?
I have $100 for you to go to your nearest ocean and swim 10 miles.
That's it? $100?
I'll do it for 110, but not a penny less.
Hold on, Haley was going. Haley, go ahead. Haley, go
No, I was just saying to Sai that it's not actually true because unless you have like experience in the ocean or maybe like experience swimming, if you're an inexperienced person and you get into a stressful situation, adrenaline will only last you for about a momentary burst, but it's not going to get you across the water because it's going to take you longer than an hour to swim 10 miles across an ocean because it depends on the water itself. But I just think that's a dangerous misconception to say that because of how the body and stress responds in survival situations, adrenaline does not last that long, so that's inaccurate.
I'm gonna say
You have to have some sort of
What if he was a lifeguard? We don't know.
You can't see the other.
I don't know if it's like that.
You can't see the land over 3 miles.
More people have climbed Mount Everest than have swam.
So just to clarify.
But it doesn't mean it's not possible. You're making it seem like it's not possible.
Don't know the
He has
direction.
to have experience in swimming. That's what I'm stating. If you don't know his background and state if he knows how to swim or not.
What if he has experience, but the whole argument changed when we found out he has experience in swimming?
We don't.
Did he even know what direction to go in?
No, we don't know all the information. Technically,
Right, so we're all
They're all
speculating.
guessing at this point. There's no accuracy on that.
He cannot know the direction because he can't see land over. The land is 10 to 8 miles away. You can't see land over 3 miles. If it's over 3 miles, you cannot see land.
That's fine. We're still all speculating. We don't know.
We do know. I do know.
We don't know because none of that has came out. We're speculating at this point. None of the official information has came out. We're speculating. No matter how you want to be like, oh, we know. We don't know, nigga. Like, cut it out.
He'd have to leave his baseball hat. He had a baseball hat on. He had a
Obviously, if you're swimming in the fucking ocean, ain't nobody got their baseball fucking hat on. So that, I would have an issue with that.
I mean, the average
Until the
person
official, we don't know the official report. No matter how much you want to assume the official report, we don't know the official report.
But Sab, if you can swim 10 miles right in the ocean, the average person cannot do that. That's like a marathon swimmer that could typically swim that amount. But we don't know if he's a marathon swimmer.
And how do we not know? How do we not know Cam been swimming his whole life? We don't know. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Look, now if we knew, I could concede to that point to you. But we don't know because none of the official reports have came out. It's just a fact.
No, I'm not
We're all assuming at this
No,
point.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying in general, the people that said yes, in general, that they could swim 10 miles, I'm saying you cannot if you don't have experience with open water training, precise pacing, and also you have to know how to swim as good as a marathon swimmer. So if you're an average person, you probably can't swim 10 miles. That's what I'm saying.
And again, Haley, I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but how do we know that he's just an average swimmer?
Let her land, man.
I'm done.
She did land. She did land. And y'all started cutting me off.
Y'all acting like animals right now, man.
Animals just because we're having a disagreement on a
Nah,
topic.
cause there's 6 people coming. You know what? You get your bitch ass down, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga?
Thank you, bro.
I don't know who that nigga think he is, bro.
Yeah,
That
I know.
nigga, they tweaking, bro.
I Yeah, I think he's on drugs or something. I don't know what's going on. But marathon swimmers, when they go that far, there are safety boats next to them, directing them on the direction to go in. Like, keep heading south. Yes, you're in the right direction. I used to watch it all the time on TV. So, but they know the direction they're swimming. They can't see land. That's why their boats are guiding them. But if you're just going out there on a random swim and saying, hey, I don't know what direction I'm going to swim in, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of in my life. Just go out here on a random 10-mile swim. You don't know the direction. You could be going out to deep sea, out to international waters. You don't know. So it's kind of like, it's crazy. I don't think that happened. I don't think somebody, even when they're high, would just go say, hey, I'm just going to make a random gun for it, run up in the ocean, don't know what direction you're going in, you can't see land, and just go half at it. That's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense because the average person could typically swim for 2 miles per hour. So to swim 10 miles, you would have to do 5 hours continuing non-stop swimming. The average person cannot manage swimming for 5 hours straight. I'm just saying, I swim myself, okay? And I know personally I cannot swim a 10-mile swim. And I swim in the ocean, not naturally, but I don't think I could do that personally.
None of these Negroes.
That's just too much. I'm sorry.
None of these Negroes.
Could you do it? I couldn't.
I can do it in a pool for not 10 miles though. I still need a break. I can't swim for 5 hours straight. My legs will hurt after.
You cramp up. What would happen? You would cramp up, right?
Yeah, I can't do 5 hours. I can swim maybe for 2 hours. 5 hours is crazy.
You locked up after you.
The only way somebody
Is the difference with ocean? Ocean would throw you 100 meters with one wave.
And those oceans that they're swimming in, they're in perfect conditions. They're not in some random places marathon swimmers are swimming in. They're swimming in a place that they don't have strong currents at, riptides are just okay, and it's clear, right? They're just not jumping into some random island riptide current crazy situation. So because that's what marriage. Go look it up in Google. So look, let me just also say,
Nathan,
right?
is the ocean structurally white racist? Is the ocean structurally white racist, Nathan?
Wait, Nathan is
I would have to
Let
go
him
through
land,
a training.
let him land.
I would have to go through a year training specifically for that task. My body, my oxygen, lungs, extend. I would have to train for that for about a year, to actually do it. So for some random 18-year-old,
What I think is funny is that I can talk and he'll keep talking, even though he knows somebody's talking. He won't stop.
So why you don't eat your bite, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm listening to you, man. I'm just saying, man. Get the goddamn fool.
Listen, Bima says that we don't fight structural white racism every day, then we are part of the problem. I just want to offer something succinct and say that we have to transcend above these silly arguments about swimming.
We can't wait you out to say, go ahead, nigga.
We have to transcend above these childish conversations about swimming. Can you make it 10 miles? Did these 4 guys kill this young person? If they killed him, they will have to face the court system and the judiciary and the law. Look at what's happening to Charlie Kirk. And that trial, you can actually witness how a courtroom proceeds, the technical language, the ridiculousness of it all to get to the burden of proof, the lengthy process. So what I'm saying is, you all need to try to enjoy your summer today, right now. Be in the now. Practice mindfulness and stop with your repetitious spam. Many of you in this room are addicted to listening to spam, saying spam. I'm included in that, but I have a plan to escape the spam clown world of Clown House. And that is through reading a book and going to the gym and sitting in the sun, maybe masturbating and having a glass of wine and a good old time.
Wow.
God bless America, and happy post 4th of July, and happy 250 America! God bless America!
Could you do that in chest high water? I'm gonna tell you something about white people. They like this drink. It's called I think it's called Everclear. They like the taste of it. and they start to get real rambunctious.
Oh boy, here we go again. Here we go again, man.
I'm talking about the Anglos. The Anglos, when they taste this stuff, they say, woohoo, yeah! They do that type of shit. They make those type of noises when they get a taste of this thing they call Everclear.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible, Totem. I had it.
We get wild deli, Viva. We get wild deli.
It is. It's horrible.
It's
Like,
100% alcohol, dude.
Yes. You want to vomit. As soon as it touches your tongue, you start salivating and you want to throw up. It's horrible.
And then they have another. There's something else these white people they like to drink. These Anglos like. It tastes like licorice, and it's like a black licorice taste to it. Huh? What do they call it?
Absinthe.
No, this is something else. It's in a green bottle.
Absinthe is in the green bottle.
Is it? No, it's got another name.
It tastes like licorice. It's
It's called it's God damn, I can't remember the name of it. It's when it comes back to Kentucky. Well, the white people like it, and the whites, when they get this stuff, when the whites drink this stuff, they act rambunctious, and I just think it was with the whites, and it's just it was one of those unfortunate things. Probably went into the book somewhere, and there's some more shit. I like Alpha. The whites like it too. I don't know why the whites like it so much.
Bro, you have a lot. It sounds like you got some white friends, brother. I
was raised around whites. I know Anglos. I know them pretty well. I don't particularly like them, but I partied with them a couple of times.
Not everybody likes green alcohol. Not everybody likes green alcohol.
I had to party with them and figure out that I don't like them. Right? You gotta have that in absolute. Is that what they call it, absolute?
I think, yeah. Well, there are different types of absinthe.
It's green alcohol.
Absinthe, if you're talking about trips, I hang around.
I was raised with the Zulus, and the Zulus like to drink the cow milk. And the Zulus, man, I done party with a lot of Zulus. The goddamn Zulus know how to drink.
What the condition of the gentleman's body was like. Do we have any information other than the fact
They're still doing a report.
Okay. So we just know that he went out on vacation with these people that did not look like him, and he didn't make it back. How long ago did they find the body?
July 4th is when supposedly the incident happened. The body was recovered around July 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
What island was this?
Horn Island. And it's off the coast of where again, guys? Of Florida? Or is that what we're talking about? I don't even know, actually. Does anybody know?
I'm just wondering if it's one of these places that is in a place like this.
No, not that I'm aware of. The pattern we do know of, and you can read my PTR because this is one of his friends speaking about him and the group of friends that they are all about, is that the fact that a lot of people take boats. Sounds like that they don't know people. Like they just get on the boats and go. That part looks like this becoming more evident that it's not unusual for people just to leave the island and then other people hitch a ride with other boats. Just letting everybody know that sounds like that.
People fall off of boats every day and drown. People go to the beach every day and drown in America. In Chicago, 60 people a year die at the lakefront and drown because they don't know how to swim. If you are African American, it is imperative that you start taking swimming lessons now because you might be with some Anglo-Saxon Caucasoids that ask you to jump in the water with them and have some fun and maybe have a Miller High Life, smoke a joint at the pool. If you're not fighting structural white racism every day, you are part of the problem. I am complete. Thank you so much. Happy post 4th. Happy post 250.
Okay, I just want to make it clear. He could swim. There was some confusion about whether he could swim or he couldn't swim. Someone said that he couldn't swim. I think that was just misinformation and probably some of the bullshit that we talk about, which you can, cross that T and dot that I if you'd like, but it has been confirmed that he could swim.
Thank you, Bima. Yeah, it's all fact gathering. I mean, like I said, we all don't know all the facts, so my opinion could change quickly. As it stands right now, I don't think there's any foul play, but that could change really quickly. Who knows? All it takes is one little thing, one little comment, and it's back on to foul play. But Coco, what are your thoughts on this right now? Where are you with this whole situation? Coco? Can you guys hear me, by the way? I'm play driving.
Yes, we hear you loud and beautiful.
We hear you. Speak up. If you think structural white racism is a problem, we want to hear from you today so we can fix the problem and create the solution now.
Black reparations. Get my fucking money. But you don't want to hear that, right?
Oh, shit.
What happened? Say that again?
Something about reparations, I think. What was that, Nathan?
Just pay black reparations so we can live in Kumbaya. That's it.
Yeah, let's not.
He wanted to know. He wanted to know.
With that
It always turns that way.
I know, we always have to have this. Let's get out of the way right now, carve out a little reparation talk. Would this solve this issue, Nathan, if there was reparations prior to this?
Yes, if we solved it. That's the fastest way. And like, money solves a lot of problems, man. I don't know why people think it not. Like, I can drop kick somebody yesterday, give them $10,000 today, and we would be friends.
So money fixes all the problems?
Absolutely, yeah. Money fixes a lot of problems. Yes, money.
So I think that, it's really a sad state of affairs when we're trying to really evolve away from all the racist stereotypes and tropes, and we know that for various reasons, children cut their teeth on, this monster that we call racism. I just read the PTR, and the fact of the matter is, those of you who know me know that I used to work for a really high-profile hip-hop artist, right? Not only that, I come from a big family who goes to church during, Sundays, holidays, and family reunions. While riding with both of these camps, somebody inevitably gets left either at the church or at the venue, right? Unfortunately, at this point, we're talking about somebody being possibly left in the water, right? That is a possibility. That after reading the post, it's possible that he got left behind in the water. But the thing that gives me pause regarding that post is I used to know a guy who rowed a boat, right? Who owned a boat. Isn't there a protocol, especially when you are traveling like that, to make sure that no one is left in the water as you are leaving wherever
maritime laws.
Is it called maritime laws? Yeah, it's within the maritime laws that you want to check your surroundings before you lift anchor, right? So that kind of gives me pause.
Right. Just keep in mind, this is 4th of July. I don't believe anybody's following any protocols at that point. I do have to say that I do think that there was drinking involved. I know people will push back and go, oh, how do you assume that? Well, come on, it's 4th of July, people are drinking.
Of course.
Yeah. And keep in mind that these are underage drinkers too, by the way. So there's a lot going on here. We got people doing things that they shouldn't be doing. going. We got the heat, the summer. We got tons of people. We got the whole 4th of July thing going on. So this isn't like, I get what you're saying here, but like nobody's probably following protocol at that point. You know what I mean? Like no one's looking around. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
It makes sense, but the law doesn't care about your party.
Right,
you ever seen the Judge Dredd movie? The law's the law. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, the law don't care about how you're feeling, how you feel about something.
I remember the other white drink.
Let me finish.
Can I say the name of the white drink?
Just say it right now.
No.
Jaeger. White people like Jägermeister. That's called Jaeger. And white people say, dude, let's have some Jaeger.
Hold on, it's Nathan's turn.
Let's drink some Jaeger.
Crashing out right now.
I drove boats plenty of times and stuff like that, right? In that situation, I got stranded some Lake Island and crap like that, right? I'm gonna say this: at 18 years old, right, you should not be out boating, especially in the ocean or even a lake at 18 alone with you and other people.
Nathan, they were celebrating America. The 250, baby.
Yeah, the washing machine's got you in a chokehold, Nathan.
Nathan, you stranded on that island. Quick, call help. Call Beamer and report the structural racism of your internet connection.
Let's drink some Jaeger.
The Zulus love to drink bee wine, and the Caucasoid Anglo-Saxon loves Jaeger.
They love Jaeger. Where the fuck? Niggas don't drink Jaeger. But Anglo-Saxons, they love some Jaeger. Has anybody tasted Jaeger? They say it like that, Jaeger.
I can't deal with that nigga, bro. I had to send that nigga down, bro. He's tweaking right now.
Well, you know what they call Hennessy and Courvoisier on the rocks? Tap that ass, baby.
I think what needs to happen, phone
got a
records
whole
need to be
burner.
had. The police need to get phone records, who they called when they was on the way back to the mainland, and the people in the boat. Who was the first person that they called? Did they call their parents? Did they call, what was that conversation, the text messages? We need to, the police need to do a deep investigation to be sure no foul play is involved in it. Because if they made multiple phone calls to their parents and had a discussion like, oh my God, whatever it is, we need to know about it. And that's what the truth is going to come out.
Nathan, actually, I don't know where your stance is. Can you put what your feeling is in one sentence? I feel like you kind of a little bit all over the place. Where are you on this case? I'm trying to get people down. Nail them down, yeah.
I think some type of form of reckless involvement, whether it's manslaughter or something that's involved in this situation, that they could be legally liable and charged for something in this situation. That's what I think. Now, do I think they just outright choke slammed the dude and threw him off the boat? I'm not there yet, but some type of involuntary manslaughter is on the table when it comes to maritime laws in this situation. Because if you're the captain of the boat, like I read the law before and I've been boating, that's your legal responsibility to make sure everybody comes back. Like when you leave somebody on an island and they don't have sure transportation, like if they say, hey, I have another boat on the island, can you take me to my boat? That's one thing. But if they just said, hey, I'm just going to leave you on the island, well, do you have a boat? No, you can't rely upon other people having boats. Do you have a boat back? No. If that's the only way that you got there on your boat, you really need to really look at these laws because you can be illegally liable if you go out there boating and you leave somebody like this, and that person ends up dead in the ocean, they can charge you. That's what I'm saying. You really need to look at the laws when it comes to these type of situations. Now, that's where what they call and all this type of stuff to find out how that actually happened.
We get it, Nathan.
He could have just died. He could just died in the ocean. He could just drown.
There you
It's
go.
an accident.
Nobody knows.
That's it.
Well, how long will this clown house, show trial go on, ladies and gentlemen? It's my opinion that these boys are innocent. They will be sued civilly by the family, and the insurance provider will have to kick up millions of dollars for a wrongful death. But these boys are not murderers. So for you to come in a room and say, yeah, these white boys killed him, I'm sure it's some kind of manslaughter or something, they gotta check the text motherfucker, how you gonna cast judgment on somebody like that? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
So two kids shot up Columbine, right? Wasn't it two teenage age people shoot? This stuff, kids shoot up schools all the time. And we do mass murders all the time, especially in this country, unfortunately. So to say something like, oh my gosh, somebody can kill. Yes, they are capable of doing that. So murder is always on the table as well. We just don't know. We're going to find out, though.
Exactly. We have no idea if he was either left behind. We don't know if he got drunk and drowned. We don't know if he was attacked and thrown overboard. We're going to have to wait and see, because we do know that both things have happened, right? We know that in Mexico, somebody thought that they were going on vacation with their friends and actually paid for the foul motherfuckers to even get their funky ass on the plane, and then they beat her to death. We also know that there are situations whereby people take people other places with that in mind to human traffic them. There's a host of possibilities. And we'll have to wait and see. I put nothing past anyone any longer. Hopefully everything will come out in the wash. I'm not trying to accuse anybody, but I'm also not trying to give anybody grace for no reason. So let's see what comes out of.
Well, I hate to bring up Carmelo Anthony at this very delicate time as you're all litigating real time in a clown house courtroom. But let's be honest, that if you think for a second that 4 white boys on a boat killed somebody that couldn't swim, you could be racist.
People speaking and I can't hear either one of them.
Well, it's actually the guy. I thought it was somebody different. It's the same guy. He has like 4 accounts up there on the stage. It's just ridiculous, John. Ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I want to ask Pure Joy a question.
What's that, love?
She brought up the case about the young lady in Mexico with the friends that jumped her. I want to know what was your stance or take on prior to the trial and the sentencing, prior to that, just in the initial interim of the situation with Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. What did you initially think about that when you heard, about the situation?
My honest thoughts were, if you don't keep your hands to yourself, you're gonna fuck around and find out. I think that people feel entitled to approach people in their personal space, right? Unprovoked for whatever reason. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I saw all the angles of the camera, da-da-da-da. I'm hearing things. I have not seen those things for myself, so I don't know. Because for as many people that see things, you're gonna get a different opinion in terms of what happened. What I do think is that if somebody, I almost feel like he was set up by Eddie, right? I wish that I could see those. We talk about want to see phone messages and texts and shit. I want to see Eddie's motherfucking phone, because we do know that he did not like Carmelo seeing that Hispanic girl. We do know that, and we do know that race relations is a thing all around the world, right? I almost feel like that is a possibility. We did see the twins approaching the tent rather
the tent of meeting where you will be purified.
What do you call it? Aggressively, right? And then not long after that, unfortunately, one of these kids that should have been eating dinner with their parents is in a box. So at this point, we have 2 kids in boxes, right? We got one kid in a box that's a cell, and we got another kid in a box that's forevermore under pushing up daisies, right? I think that and I say this at least once a month on Clubhouse. I say it to women, I say it to men, I say it to kids. Keep your hands to yourself, right? And I'm sure there was a lot of back and forth.
You see, Pure, it's not just about keeping your hands to yourself. It's about minding your own business. It's about not using your words and your opinions to gaslight people to where people want to use physical hands. It's not just keep your hands to yourself, baby. It's zip it. Put that zipper on your lip and zip it. Don't even think it. Don't even think it. Don't even think it. Don't even say it, baby. Keep your words to yourself and stop thinking so aggressively. Stop harassing people and then stabbing people in the chest with a knife. Fuck around and find out doesn't mean I'm gonna stab you in the fucking heart with a knife, baby. Fuck around and find out. Stick this knife in your fucking chest, bitch. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out, baby. Can't stick a knife in some boy's chest because he told you to leave a tent.
I think people can say whatever they want, and I'm sure that high school kids. I was in band. I was on the track team. Trash talking happens, right? And the fact that they had only won one game, the Twins, football team, they had only won one game, and Carmela was also a football player. I'm sure there was some trash talking about your team is trash, da 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 da, right? But that doesn't mean that because you want to prove a point, you go up and you put your hands on somebody. The fact of the matter is, when that boy, Austin, pushed Carmelo, he could have died as well if he had pushed him back to where he hit his head on those bleachers, da-da-da, this and that and the third. And if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? However, let me just land and I'm going to hand it right back to you. Because I know that I may not get another chance to speak for a while, because this too is a sensitive subject. So, trash talk all you want, but that doesn't entitle you to, one, invade someone's personal space. Number 2, put your hands on them. So everything, he told him several times, right? Hey, we cool. This Anthony boy was known to have broken his father's arm. He was known to be a bully. He was known to be one of these people that you really don't want to get into an entanglement with. So he kept on telling him, hey, as long as you don't put your hands on me, because now we know why he's saying that, right? We're going to be cool. And because he got, bisexual hands, he'll hit a bitch or a dude, right? Anybody can get it. Then we know that,
Bisexual hands?
He likes to hit people. So just keep your hands to yourself. Bruh, you were invited to the tent, whatever.
The tent is
when it stops
leaving.
raining, can you please, vacate the area? Because him being there under the tent wasn't hurting anybody either, other than their ego. So yeah, that's how I felt.
Okay, do you have any boys?
That's a good point. Good point.
I have 3. I come from a male-dominated family. For the longest, I wanted to be a police officer. I decided I didn't want to shoot anybody. So I'm familiar with that energy.
Hold on, but I'm saying, do you have any boys?
I have 3 brothers.
All right, you have 3 brothers. Are you an older sister to any of them?
I'm the youngest sister, but I'm always the one. I'm the peacemaker.
Okay, so a hypothetical situation. If you had a younger brother that's 17, 18, or you had a son that's 17, 18. I'm totally with you that.
Hold
on, let me ask the question first.
Oh, okay. I thought you were done.
I'm totally with you that, people should keep their hands to themselves. However, we live in a society where, teenage testosterone, you're in high school, like, you don't usually go through high school without any type of altercations. Like, it's kind of rare. You can, but it's kind of rare. So what I'm asking is, yes, people should keep their hands to themselves. But would you suggest chest to your 17-year-old son or to your 17-year-old brother that, hey, you know, when you're in school and there's an altercation and someone pushes you or put their hands on you, that you should use deadly force as a result. Like, would you advise that to your son? Would you tell your son that, hey, if another young 17-year-old push you, you should stab him in the chest? Would you advise that?
Okay, so this is the thing, and I will change my PTR to what it's been for a minute, right? If you are not a champion of peace, you do not get to choose the methods by which I am asking a question. Sir, first of all, don't be condescending toward me.
I'm not condescending at all.
Second of all, I will answer your question if you just mute up. Because I'm not a witness I am not a witness. I'm going to answer it. I'm not going to have this back and forth.
She just let her talk, bro.
Yeah, but she, like, every time I ask her a question,
I'm not required to answer a question the way you want me to answer it. There's more people in the room than you.
Yeah, all right, so I recant my question. Don't worry about it. I'll just take my time to talk. Cool. You don't got to answer the question. I'll just take my time to talk. Don't worry about it. So what I'm saying is that I don't think no sane adult with a child, right, should encourage their child that even though other kids should keep their hands to themselves, that if someone pushes you, that you should stab them in the chest with a knife. Or you should pull out a gun if you have one and shoot them. I don't think no parent would advise their kids to do that. Well, you're a fucking fool. Your son gonna be in about 35 years. So you see how you let him land. So I don't advise any adult or any parent to encourage their child to do that, because what that leaves a message to is a bunch of 17, 15, 16, 18-year-old kids dead in school, because we know that you do not go through school without some type of altercation. And if the result is every time someone pushes you, touch you, shove you, or anything like that, you should kill them, that is an insane message to send to teenagers. Teenagers who mind and brain is not even fully developed. That is a horrible message to send. And that's where I'll land for right now.
Okay, you repeat yourself 5 times. So here's a simpleton mindset, right? Thinking that school, it didn't happen inside of a school, simpleton. A school event, you can't. Schools, you do background checks for the teachers. You have to register your child to be in that school building, and random people of the public cannot run up in the school and just walk all around the place. At a track meet, it's different. The public is involved in it, simpleton. So yes, if my child or teenager is out here in the public, like on a nature trail, public